shoot.
I've heard nothing but great things about the upcoming Olympics in London, and that the folks in England have everything ready just about. They're well prepared to host the Summer Olympiad coming up this August. And obviously we hope that Crispin Duenas will be there with Team Canada. Now we get set for the women's compound team gold medal match, and once again it's going to be a head-to-head competition between the USA and Russia. The Americans on the right, the Russians on the left. We'll introduce you to the archers. And shooting today for Team USA, Christy Collin on the left, Tristan Scarvin in the middle, and on the right is Erica Anschutz, who won the World Cup Finals last year in Istanbul, and one of the real bright stars I suspect we'll be seeing, if everything goes according to plan, we'll be seeing Erica Anschutz in London this summer. And now shooting for the Russian Federation, Victoria Balzanova, Natalia Avadeva,
and two-time champion of the world, Albina Loganova.
And as you can hear George in the background announce, Albina Loganova also shooting, one of the great archers all time in the history of this sport.
Which of these teams will be crowned champions of the world?
So this should be a great match right now. The Russian team defeating Finland by 8 points in the quarterfinals, and then topping Great Britain by 4 in the semifinals. Team USA defeated Italy in the semifinals 233 to 228 to reach this gold medal match. So there are the cheering sections again here in Las Vegas.
United States shooting
the Russian fans
number 1.
and the American fans out in force as well. The Team USA shooting first at target number 1.
So first shooter is Christy Collin. She's been around for a while and she's got international experience, so for her this should be a very easy thing to do.
She's ranked 9th in the world and improved her standing by winning the silver medal at the World Cup Finals last September over in Istanbul. And a 9 for Christy to start the match off. Now a youngster, Tristan Scarvan, 20 years old. She won gold with the women cadets team in Turkey back in 2008. She fires a 10.
Good girl.
And now it's Erica Anschutz, the 23-year-old who won the World Cup title in Istanbul last September. Great start for Erica.
It's a very good start for Team USA, dropping only 1 point.
Mixed Team World Cup champion, Balzanova of the Russian Federation.
And you can see the intensity.
Once again, it's a very precision sport. The size of the 10 ring that they're trying to hit is almost the size of a dime. So
And Balzanova hits it. Oh, I thought she hit it.
oh, there's just out, just a little bit low.
I guess so.
Чуть-чуть снизу.
Now Avdeva.
9.
Так, справа. Далековато.
Minimum
The
1
last,
point to the United States after the first 3.
Last shooter here for the Russian Federation, Albina Loganova. Very good shooter.
She's been on the scene for a long time and has been successful for a long time.
9. United States leading by 2.
Fortunately for her, that was a 9, and United States leads by 2 points. USA is going to try to take this and run with this.
Так, девочки успокоились. А? Нет, не засыпали.
Christy Collin was on the women's gold medal team in Shanghai, where the Americans defeated Russia 227 to 214.
Okay, good shot.
She's gone up against the Russians before. And here's Scarvin, who had a 10 with her first shot.
Nine.
Good shot. Good time. Come on, Erica. Nice and easy.
Erica Anschutz, who won the Longines Prize for Precision last year that we were talking about a moment ago.
Yeah.
Talk about precision.
She's using
going,
what
guys.
looks like a
Keep
back
going.
tension release as well, so there's no trigger on that release. What happens is as you pull a little bit harder with your back into the wall of the compound, activates or it rotates this little moon, a moon device that's inside the release, which releases the jaw and releases the string. So this one is a little bit not as preferred by competition shooters, some of them prefer having a trigger to be able to push when they know that the time is right. So Erica has to hold her sight in the middle of the target and wait for that release to go off, but clearly she's doing a really good job of that.
Loganova ranked second in the world, despite the fact that she didn't medal at the World Cup Finals in Turkey last fall, coming in 6th place.
10.
But she's scoring well here today. She gets the only 10 of that first end for her team. And after the first 6 arrows, Team USA goes up by 2 points, 57-55.
Just out. I know, it looks good. Come on, John, come.
But intense concentration and focus. You can see that on the face of the American archers as they discuss the situation here in Las Vegas.
So again, the primary goal here to shoot 10s becomes a little bit harder because that 10 rim is so much smaller, and no reference points such as a larger 10 ring are given for these compound archers to aim with. So the precision of this, the compound division has just been increased because of the lack of reference points, but definitely Team USA showing how to do it. Some other people are taking a little bit longer time to catch up with how to aim with that.
So they retrieve the arrows.
Looks like the Russian girl pulling these arrows here has a little ritual. She'll pull the arrow and then touch the point of the arrow to the X-ring. Let's just see this. It's a little ritual. There you go. That little tap.
Just something for good luck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. I've never seen that happen before.
Nobody superstitious in your sport?
Well, it looks like we've got one right there.
I guess so. We found the first one. All right, so the chants going up here in the arena between the Russian fans and the American fans. Folks getting fired up, and you can tell Erica Anschuetz, Christy Collin, they're enjoying it. They compete on foreign soil most of the year, so to get this kind of support, it's unusual, but it's welcome. By the way, that's Brady Ellison's mom on the lower right-hand corner of your screen, and his fiancée sitting next to her. So for once, they don't have to fly halfway around the world to watch Brady compete.
It's a couple states over. Team Russia shooting first because they are behind by 2 points.
Trailing 57-55. Good look at the stance right there for Balzanova, who dropped from 4th in the world last summer to 7th in the world when she arrived here in Las Vegas. Natalia Avdiva, the second shooter. Bit of a wide stance.
9.
It was a really quick shot. Almost like she punched her trigger.
So it comes down to Loganova right now.
10.
Can't do it much better than that.
Yeah.
Come on, Christy.
Loganova and her teammates finished second in Shanghai at stage 4 last year, picking up a silver medal. Trying to go home with gold today. But so is Christy Collin.
Good shot. Good shot. Good up.
Scarvan ranked 95th in the world.
Yes.
10-9
That's a great shot right there, right on the line.
Shot.
Unfortunately, there's no line there because that's
It's been obliterated.
that's where her previous arrow was, so it's going to have to be called by the judge. And finally, Erica Anschuetz
And a 10.
with a 10 in the first hole that she had made.
She's only 23 years old, but you have to keep in mind she's been participating in this sport since she was 6 years old. Began competing in archery tournaments by the time she was 7. Started shooting professionally in 2006. So she's been around. So is Balzanova. They're going to give Balzanova a 10.
It's on the line, but it's definitely in.
Avdiva
9.
with a 9. In the gold ring, but not the ring she was hoping for. And Albina Longanova now. She won the world title in Torino last summer at the World Championships. Also won the World Cup title in 2010 in Edinburgh.
Up to a
Scores a
4-point
9
lead.
right there. So 2 10s and 4 9s in that end
It's like practice. Strong shot.
for the Russian team. Back to Christy Collin now. She won 2 team gold medals at Stage 3 in Ogden, Utah last summer.
9.
6 World Cup medals altogether last summer.
Good shot.
Was on the gold medal team at the World Championships in Torino. Look at the glasses that Tristan's wearing.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier, and I think what's happening there is she might have a
10.
cross dominance. So she's shooting right-handed, but she still has a little bit of a left eye dominance going on. So what she's done is tinted her left eye with that single lens.
10.
And that was a very quick shot by Erica Anshu.
She looked almost surprised.
Well, she only had about 5 seconds to go, and she came up to the line. So I heard her coach saying 3, 2, and then she fired. So she literally held that shot for only about a second or a bit, and she still scored a 10 off of that, which was an amazing shot. So really good shooting by Team USA, especially by Erica Anschuts on that shot.
That's where muscle memory comes into play, doesn't it?
Exactly, and experience to know that it can kind of force the shot and still make it go into the 10 ring.
It was almost like watching that young man, Mr. Austin Rivers, take that last shot last night in the Duke, North Carolina game. I don't know if you had a chance to see that,
game,
but
nope.
comes down last second. Had no time to think about it, just put it up. Muscle memory comes into play.
Exactly.
Hits the three-pointer, and they beat North Carolina by 1. So same sort of thing right here.
Exactly.
Under pressure, clock running down, and Erica Anschuts comes through. And right now I'd say the Team USA has 20/20 vision.
Well, definitely, you can see Tristan Scarvan kind of get rid of a little bit of jitters there. And Erica Anschuts just really calm as a cucumber, I guess they would say. And but you can see the excitement out of Team USA when Anschutz pulled off that last shot. And Russia was probably hoping that she wasn't going to be able to shoot that.
Scores official 114.
Not under that
points.
kind of pressure.
A 3-point lead over
But
Russian
Team USA
Federation.
now with a 3-point edge over Russia, 114 to 111. Team USA with 57 points in the first end, another 57 points in the second end. Russia with 55 to start the match, and then 56 in that end. And so they have been steadily losing ground here as we reach the midway point in this match. The women's compound team gold medal match, Russia and USA. In the recurve competition earlier today, we saw the United States defeat Russia. In the men's recurve competition, now in the women's compound team competition, USA on its way perhaps to another gold medal, but still 12 more arrows to be shot, and a lot can happen over the course of the next 2 ends. There have been 10 encounters between these two teams since 2006. The USA defeating Russia 3 times, including the last 2 matches, both times at the Shanghai World Cup stage number 4. However, Russia did beat the USA in their most important match, the gold medal final of the 2009 World Championships. So here we go, third end in Las Vegas. Balzanova taking her time,
10 points.
and it pays off.
That was a very solid shot from Balzanova.
Be quick, but don't hurry.
Well, the whole premise of shooting this bow properly is that you don't want to punch the shot off. You don't want to rush it. And what happens when you do that is your body anticipates the shot going off, and that anticipation can ruin the whole shot. So you kind of want the shot to be a surprise to you so that your body is kind of calm and not anticipating anything.
A little more relaxed.
Exactly.
Yeah. Albina Longanova relaxed on that shot right there. Great bullseye for that world-class archer. So now the ball is in the court of Team USA. Christy Collin wearing glasses herself. We didn't see her wearing glasses last year outdoors. But indoors here, shoots a 9 with that shot. And again, you get a good look at the glasses.
Well, she actually does have a frosting going on over that frame, so she...
10.
That's a very good shot. It's like she wants to close an eye without closing her eye.
Right. And it seems to be working just fine. Here's Erica Anschutz, who grew up in Nebraska.
10.
Yep.
Good shooting from Erica Anschutz. That's a very good shot.
9 arrows remaining.
Barely leaving the 10 ring on that target.
I think she could hit an ear of corn in Nebraska from about 70 meters.
I think she could just hit a kernel of the corn.
So 2 10s and a 9 to start that end for Team USA. And now it's picking up as the Russians try to counter, stay in this match. Balzanova with a 10 after the 10 by Albina Longanova, and now a 9 for Avdiva.
Minimum 4-point lead for the United States.
Avdiva just 24 years old, ranked 33rd in the world. Albina, very long, tall archer.
I shot beside her yesterday, and it's kind of intimidating how tall she is. But that doesn't really matter. It actually helps an archer out to be a little bit taller because you get a little bit more time of arrow spending on the string, which in the long run actually helps you out.
$28 more points and they'll tie this match up, 29, and they'll win, or I should say this end. Excuse me, not the match.
Potential 4-point lead.
So a 9 for Christy Collin.
Strong shot. Yes.
10-9 minor.
10 or 9, too close to call.
Put an asterisk by it.
Exactly.
It is just out.
So a 10 by Erica Anschutz right here ties up this end. Final shot of the third end, and Erica Anschutz, she killed the spider.
I think Erica Anschutz has gone clean for this whole
USA
match.
think you're right.
3 points
Yeah, so
with 6 arrows to go.
It's definitely great shooting by Erica Anschutz, matching arrow for arrow the maximum amount of points that you can get.
Well, Erica was upset in the individual competition this week as well, so this is her chance to shine, and she's taking advantage of that opportunity right now. Just a tremendous competitor and a tremendous archer. She's already established more than 160 national records and 20 world records in indoor and outdoor competition, and that goes from her days as a cadet up to senior competition. So in Erica Anschutz, you are watching, and along with Albina Longanova, two of the best in the world in women's compound archery.
Right now, Erica Anschutz is really shining. She's killing that 10 ring over and over and over again. And unfortunately, Longanova has shot a couple 9s already. And I mean, Anschutz being the only archer on the field who's still clean is a really good thing for the United States. Leading by 3 points over Team Russia going into the final end.
The thing I noticed in talking with Erica is she is so focused and she is so intense and so passionate about this game and this sport. And I think it just really propels her to higher levels. And she has already reached great heights already. There's a good look at Jake Kaminsky. He'll be on stage again in just a little while.
That's his wife, Amanda, sitting beside him, coming out to support him.
And giving great words of advice. You should always listen to the wife. Absolutely.
Okay. Keep that in consideration when I get married.
That's exactly right. You call me up and I'll give you some advice on how to handle advice from the wife.
All right.
Always listen. There are the arrows as they go and retrieve them. And
So
we'll
it'll
see.
be interesting to see if their agent here for Team Russia still touches the arrow tip to the center of the target. And watching her from our point, she has not. That's unfortunate. Oh wait, maybe she might be.
She's still touching the arrow.
Okay,
Yep,
Christy, take a deep breath.
The head of the arrow to the center of the target.
It's a fun little ritual going on there.
Boy, I've been impressed with Tristan Scarvin today. My first opportunity to watch her. And I guess they were going to give her a 10. It looked like it was a liner, but
Way to fight. Yeah.
Brandy DeLoach, we saw her earlier, come up with a great performance.
As the new person on the team. It's a great shot of the
knocks
arrow.
right there and the fletching.
The knock actually does clip onto
Well,
the
yeah, but
string, and
yeah.
a lot of people think that when you're
Mentally,
shooting
I
a bow, you
remember.
hold onto the arrow, pinching it onto the string, but the arrow holds itself onto the string, and you pull the string back. So
And that's why you have the releasing compound.
exactly, you never touch the string with the compound with your fingers.
That sounds good to me. I'm going to have to go from recurve to compound.
Final end, Russian Federation shooting first. USA is ahead.
I can just get my coach to go along with that. I'll be fine. All right.
Final 6 arrows for this gold medal match.
And it's Team USA leading by 3, 171 to 168. So a lot of work for the Russians to get done here in this fourth and final end. Balzanova on the line.
10 points.
So a good start for Russia.
It'd be nice to see Avdieva shoot some 10s before she's done today. She's shaking a bunch though.
You can see the
There's a
movement
10.
right there. Now,
That's
how can
perfect.
she shoot a 10 when she was moving that much?
I don't know.
One of the mysteries of the world.
Well, again, like I said, some archers are really good at knowing their shot and knowing that, you know, when I'm passing the 10 with my sight and I just, you know, give it a little bit extra push or do whatever.
10, 10, 10.
Look at that.
And that's a great shot from Albina Loganova.
So game on.
Come on, Christy.
That 3-point lead being challenged right here. And Christy Collin, the veteran, trying to counter. She was on the gold medal team at the World Championships in Torino last summer. She's been in this situation before. Comes up with a 9.
Tristan Scarvin. Nine or 10 too close to call.
Pretty close to call, I think. She's looking through her binoculars, trying to see.
See if Erica can maintain her 10 roll. She does.
She's on a streak.
She's definitely on fire. That's awesome shooting from Erica, and she's
If I'm her, I'm hitting the tables as soon as I get done because she's hot. They've made up 2 points midway through this fourth and final end, but they needed to keep shooting 10s. Balzanova with a 9. Now Avdieva.
9 points.
Final arrow for Russian Federation.
Coach sounded kind of frustrated there, but really nothing you can do at this point.
So Loganova will try to finish this off with a strong shot. Her team had mounted a challenge. At best, they can score 58 points for the end. It's a 59, so they'll settle for 57 points. And so the 2 points that they picked up.
So unofficially, USA just has to put 3 arrows into the 9 ring, keep
And
it in the
they've got
gold,
it.
and they've got the gold medal.
10.
Yes.
Points.
Yes.
A 9 and an 8 will win it,
What's that last click?
at least.
And Christie taking a little bit of the pressure off her teammates with that
Exactly.
shot.
That's right.
Which is not to say that Tristan Scarvin doesn't want to hit that 10 ring. And she does.
Points.
They all want to hit the tables.
Final error.
Roll some dice, do something.
See if Erica can close out with a 10.
She has been sensational here today.
Champions of the world.
That's enough for Team USA to score a 3-point victory over Russia. And for the second time here in the team competition, the United States has taken advantage of the home court advantage, so to speak, and been able to beat a team from Russia. So thumbs up.
I believe that's 3 gold medals for USA out of 3 for today. So it's really good shooting for the U.S. archers.
Women's compound team gold goes to the United States, as does the gold medal in the men's team recurve competition. And that other gold medal going to the women's recurve team. So that's 3 gold medals here in team competition for the United States. And somewhere Denise Parker is loving it. So big smiles on the faces of Erica Anschutz, Tristan Scarvin, and Christy Collin. As well, there should be big smiles as they come up with a 3-point win, 229 to 226. It looked like the Russian side was going to make a big challenge as they fired off 3 bullseyes with their first 3 shots here in the 4th and final end. They make a little bit of a run, but then they ended up with 3 9s. And Team USA got 2 10s and a 9. Or excuse me, yes, 2 10s and a 9 to finish this off. And so Team USA comes away with the victory, 229 to 226.